Good morning, good morning. It's 8 a.m. in the AZ, Southern AZ to be exact. Just logged into my DoorDash, tried something different. Right when I left my house, I logged in to see if by the time I got down to the university area, I'd get an offer. Seemed to work. I got a $4 offer, nothing to write home about, but it's getting the day started. I'm picking up the Black Rock Cafe, coffee shop right down the street here, and delivering literally right there. Right there. All right, gang, I'll be back. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All right, that was a quick handoff to the customer, and he was all happy. So that was taken care of. Anyways, we're off and running and see what else we can pick up. I'm in the middle of a hot spot. So I've kind of been sitting here thinking, waiting for orders to come in. I haven't seen much of anything since I logged in, got that $4 offer, and 22 minutes into my morning shift. But I went to Brugler's Bagels, and I wasn't chasing a hotspot. I was curious again about hotspots, and it was dead. There wasn't anybody there. And then they didn't have any offers to be delivered. So I just hung out until the hotspot switched. And then just decided to come back down here by Starbucks and hang out here. And the hotspot was way up north at Prep and Cook. And yeah, so then I'm just sitting here waiting, hanging out, like I said. And then the hotspot switched again, and Brugler's is busy. It says Brugler's is busy again. So, you know, what they're doing is they're cycling through the restaurants in this area. I don't know this for a fact because I'm not running the app, or I'm not an AI, but just common sense and paying attention. What I think they're doing is cycling through the restaurants that they're doing business with, and promoting and advertising them and to the consumers, and then in return they send out, this is a hotspot, because they're thinking that, you know, they're sending out advertisement to the consumers, and the consumers are hoping they're going to put orders into this supposed place. It's the hotspot offering specials or whatever the case may be. So then in turn they post it for hotspots for all of us drivers. And a lot of drivers go chasing around those hotspots, and they're not necessarily a real, truly 100% hot spot that a place is busy. Like yesterday's video, I showed that, you know, they said Panera was busy, and it was dead. There was like one package, and that was a pickup, and a drink, and that was somebody that was picking up a drink. There was no deliveries whatsoever. And then it said Chipotle was a hot spot. So they're right by each other. I can walk from one to the other. It's like 20 feet away. And I walked over there to check and say hi to everybody there. And it was dead. Nothing there. Nothing in the shelves. They showed it in the video. Nothing on the shelves for delivery. Nothing. I sat there until that hot spot went away. And then one offer popped up, and that was the one I picked up. It was a stack with a restaurant called Mandarin Grill. So yeah, I'm pretty much in the conclusion that this time of year, because this area is slow because of the university area, and me being on two wheels, I can't run up to you know, Oro Valley and Marana. I mean, I could if I had a higher CC moped, but this is a little guy, little lady, little 50cc'er. So there's no way for me to do that. And I got in a comment about somebody had made 120 or 170 doing multi-apping up in Oro Valley. Well, Oro Valley is really far from where I'm at, and it's even farther from where I live. So that's awesome. You got that money. You made that money that day in a 6-hour, you know, block that you're working. But unfortunately, not all of us can do that, and I especially can't do that because I'm on two-wheel 50cc, and Oro Valley is way north. I mean, way north. It goes through you go through two different marketplaces to get to Oro Valley. So anyways, I'm just sitting here waiting, hoping for some offers. I'm tempted just to take a week off, but I can't afford it. All right, gang, I'll be back. All right, that was just ridiculous, man. I've had to, well, I finally got an offer, but that was ridiculous. I logged in, logged out 3 times, rebooted once, shut my phone down and rebooted once. Wasn't getting offers. I got one offer right when I logged in. It was $4. Went and took it, and I sat from 8:15 until literally right now to finally get an offer. I mean, that's how dead it is. But it's claiming it's busy. I even talked to the AI bot on support, and it was like, well, but try this and then try that. And I'm like, I'm a platinum driver. Why am I getting no offers? But then, you find out why, because there is no offers and they're just ghosting everything right now. All right, we're going to go to Phil Barrows and pick it up and then go deliver the Miracle Mile. It's not money to miles, but you know what? I'll take anything right now because $4 ain't going to cut it. All right, gang, I'll be back. All right, we got that order. A little weight, nothing big. We're going to go deliver this. Another one of those prompts that popped up on this offer stating if you handle it with great care, this customer tends to tip more. So we'll see if that's the truth or not. Most of the time it's not, but I still take care of the product. I'm not going to screw around with somebody's food. All right, I've got myself on pause once I get done delivering this because this is going pretty far north and pretty far west. I'm not going any farther than that. But I need to get something in my bank account, and I can't get over how fucking weird and slow. Like, it can't be that slow that I'm sitting for an hour. Then I watch other YouTube content creators in the gig space. They're waiting for a long time. One guy, though, he was a gold in California, and, gold status in Cali is not really the best. You really want to be platinum there. But I'm platinum, and I'm like sitting on my toes and my thumbs, twiddling them, waiting for offers. And I shouldn't be. I'm a platinum dasher. That means I put forth that best effort I can possibly give. Anyways, we're off and running. I'll be back. All right, that was a quick handoff to the customer. We're lawn service working in a trailer complex, trailer park. Pretty nice trailer park. Anyways, got that taken care of. Needed a photograph to confirm the handoff to the customer, so I took a photograph and kept a copy, and then one for Dee Dee. Of course, one for the customer, so they know they got their food. But yeah, I got myself on pause and heading back, see what else I can pick up. I just can't get over how crappy it's been the past couple days. But it's like this for me every summer. Every summer I try to alleviate it, but it never seems to work out. So I'm always in financial distress during the summertime because it's not like I overspend. I don't even have subscriptions to anything. I watch YouTube. That's about it. I got Fire Stick. That's free. So, and I eat very meagerly. So it's not like I overspend and catch myself off guard. It's just nothing. It's just hard here in the summertime, unless you have a car. I don't have one. I don't have a car to deliver it. I have a car, but I'm not going to deliver it in my van. It's a Chevy Astro, and they don't make them anymore. And it's vintage, so I don't want to destroy my van. That's all I got. I can't afford to buy another vehicle, even though I want to. But it just, again, doing this delivery job is fun and all, but doing it on two wheels is more trials and tribulations during the summer. Because I know if I had a car, I'd probably get more offers to get a longer distance. With two wheels, you only get like a 3-mile radius, and it's just the way it is. But again, I don't want to ruin my car, so I don't know. We'll see. I applied for a W job at the airport, and I'm hoping I get an interview and I get that job. It's a wheelchair supervisor, basically just getting wheelchairs to the clients that need them and transporting them to the destination, their cars and stuff. And me being a former caregiver of my mom and dad, I have a great deal of patience and understanding. I pay attention, I watch what's going on in my surroundings. So I'm hoping I get an interview and I get this job because, I don't know, every time I want a W job, but I want a W job that's worthy, working at Circle K. I I thought it was going to be fun just because, you know, a lot of the people who work there were cool, but not the manager. It was a total fucking easy, like no tomorrow. Like secret hiding butch dyke. You know, it's like, just live your life. Nobody cares if you like women. If you feel like a man and you like women, cool, go for it. But don't go hating men because you can't live in an honest circle. So then, you know, and then Walmart before that, they got me they were trying to bully me, and I ended up getting them all fired because why are you bullying somebody? That makes no sense whatsoever. And then you're bullying and you're committing fraud and breaking corporate law, well, Walmart's laws, by extending your breaks and then going into the system and adjusting the time clock to benefit yourself and your little crew. You guys would take hour-and-a-half long lunches and come back and, you know, you're friends with a shift leader and she could get into the system and adjust everything. So it looked like you guys were just on an hour break. It was ridiculous. And then they would take 45 to an hour break sitting in the back room chatting in the overflow of where we keep the overstock of produce for the area. So yeah, they ended up getting caught because I watch. I pay attention to what's going on. Alright gang, I'll be back. What's going on, fam? Welcome back to Gig Life Driver. I called it for the day. I wasn't getting anything and I figured out why. The past 2 days I've had issues getting offers, not really making much money at all. And today it was really bad. Like I had to end my dash and restart and end my dash and restart. And I didn't even make a 20 bucks today for breakfast, there was a problem, I know. And I talked to the AI bot on support and they suggested, you know, that we tried this, we tried that. And we tried uninstalling the app and reinstalling the app. That's when I thought, well, they just updated it. Let's do that. So I ended up uninstalling DoorDash and reinstalling it, and there was 2 new security measures that they put in place. That could be the reason why I wasn't getting offers or the app wasn't working correctly with me. I won't know this until tomorrow when I go do my shift. I even went to a different marketplace on the south side, and none of it was making any sense because it's showing busy where I'm up at the downtown area, and it said, you know, you get orders within 2 minutes of, you know, before you log in, which that is a complete bullshit thing that DoorDash needs to fix. You know, just say the truth. Like if it's going to be 10 minutes, put on there 10 minutes, and then you could dash in. But instead they say, oh, you'll get orders in 2 minutes. It's never the case. 3 minutes, never the case. And if it says 7 minutes, you're looking at like 30 minutes before you get an offer. So that needs to be addressed, DoorDash. And then I changed marketplaces, and it said that you'll get orders in 3 minutes, and it was busy. And I went down there, and it was like all these weird, random, like hotspots, like a Radiator shop. Like, what does that have to do with delivering food? I know that DoorDash does a lot of different deliveries, but if my preferences are set to deliver food only, I shouldn't be seeing hotspots for a Radiator company. That needs to be addressed, DoorDash. You need to fix that. What you really need to do, DoorDash, is start spending the money correctly when you hire app designers. Because you pay cheap, you're going to get cheap in return. You're not going to get quality work. You're going to get semi-quality. So I uninstalled it, like I said. When I went back in, they sent me 2 different security measures to get back into my account. I followed them. Everything was fine. I got back in. It looks like it's uploading quicker than it did before I did the uninstall and the reinstall. So we'll see. Like I said, I'll find out tomorrow morning when I go out for breakfast and see if anything changes, because I wasn't getting anything. And it wasn't, and the hotspots aren't guaranteed. They even say that in the information now, where it might say a hotspot and you go there, but it's not guaranteed you're going to get orders. That's telling me that they're advertising the restaurant, and they know that to the consumer, and hoping that orders are going to go into that restaurant, so that, and then they send us the hotspot because it cycles every 10 minutes. And basically, it's a big runaround. When really, in reality, they just need to get proper coders, pay for proper coders, and get proper coding instead of this half-ass coding crap. And if you got a hotspot, you make sure that that hotspot is actually a legitimate hotspot and it's actually functioning. Because yesterday I proved twice that the hotspot wasn't even real. It was fake. It was a ghost. Oh, it's a hotspot at Panera. There was one package and a drink, and both of those were pickups. There was no deliveries. There was no patrons inside. It said Chipotle was busy. Showed that it wasn't. It was dead. Nothing there. No packages on the thing. I sat in Chipotle and just waited to see if, maybe I'm wrong. And there was one package that popped up, and I got it, and I had to do a stack and go pick the other one up from Mandarin Grill, and then do weird, long-distance deliveries, which I feel bad for the customers. Because they could have just sent me that one DoorDash, that one Chipotle, and I could have delivered it to the school that I had to go deliver it to on West St. Mary's Road in Commerce Circle. Instead, they had me go get Mandarin Grill and then drive that down the street, come back south and go to Speedway, and then go farther south to Chipotle. Like, it's all backwards. So, guys at DoorDash, hire proper techs, okay? I'm home now. I called it for a day. I didn't make a lot of money. I didn't even make 20 bucks. So we'll see what happens tomorrow after I've uninstalled and reinstalled the app, and we'll see how it goes. I was talking to another fellow DoorDasher, and he got hit with 2 contract strikes for shit that wasn't even his fault. Like, he got a strike because the order he picked up from the restaurant was missing items, and he checked, and they said, oh yeah, it's all there. Well, why is he getting a strike when the restaurant told him it's all there? So he got a strike for that, which is new to me to hear that somebody actually got a strike for that. And then the second one he got was, what was it for? Oh, it was an on-time thing, and it wasn't beyond his control. So yeah, I mean, DoorDash, you guys really gotta, you make a lot of money. Your owners are super wealthy. You guys can afford to pay for proper coders. India's got great coders. You don't have to go to the bottom of the barrel in India to get good coders and pay a cheaper rate. You can get great coders in India and not have to pay through the nose like you would hire a coder here in the United States, which I think you should start supporting the United States coders and give them jobs since you're based in San Francisco. So anyways, again, I'll see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day. We'll see what goes on there. Until then, gang, peace be the journey. Have fun. Don't forget to do that hustle. And you might want to check your app and uninstall and reinstall just to make sure if you're having issues. Peace.